In this topic, we shall learn about the response of the people of Kenya to British invasion and occupation. Some Kenyan society resisted the British. They include the Bukusu, Gusii, Somali, Agiriama. In this lesson, we shall pay particular interest to the Nandi resistance. Some Kenyan communities strongly resisted the initial occupation of their land. They used armed struggle to resist British rule. Among the notable reactions were the Nandi. In this lesson, we shall discuss the causes of the Nandi resistance, reasons why the resistance took long, and results of the resistance. Why did the Nandi resist British invasion of their territory? Several reasons led to the Nandi resistance. This included they regarded themselves superior due to their good military organization. King Nyole's prophecy had warned them against allowing foreigners in their territory. Koitalel Arap Samoei's able leadership. He was also a symbol of unity among the Nandi. They were against the construction of the Uganda Railway across their territory. They disliked the Europeans due to their pale skin and clothes and associated them with devils. They wanted to preserve their cultural practices and religious beliefs. Why did the Nandi resist British invasion of their territory? Several reasons led to the Nandi resistance. This included they regarded themselves superior due to their good military organization. King Nyole's prophecy had warned them against allowing foreigners in their territory. Koitalel Arap Samoei's able leadership. He was also a symbol of unity among the Nandi. They were against the construction of the Uganda Railway across their territory. They disliked the Europeans due to their pale skin and clothes and associated them with devils. They wanted to preserve their cultural practices and religious beliefs. Why did the Nandi resist British invasion of their territory? The Nandi resistance lasted about 10 years. The Nandi were favored by the following factors. Their land is mountainous with valleys. The Nandi were conversant with the terrain, which the British were not. They practiced mixed economy, hence when the British confiscated their cattle, they could still depend on food crops. The exert system supplied them with reliable military force. Climatic conditions were very harsh for the British invaders. Poor transport and communication delayed quick movement of British forces. The Nandi community had the most remarkable resistance against the British, but was eventually defeated. Their loss led to the following: loss of independence, loss of lives, destruction of property. The Nandi leader Koitalel Arap Samoei was killed in 1905, land alienation of their land and creation of African reserves. In one of the previous lessons, we said that collaboration means to cooperate with another person or a second party for a variety of reasons. In this lesson, we are going to discuss the Maasai's response to colonial rule. During the time of scramble and partition of Africa, the Maasai led by Lenana collaborated with British because of the following reasons: succession dispute, natural calamities such as drought and a locust invasion, external attacks from the Nandi and Luo, wanted to protect their pasture land and water point. The process of collaboration between the Maasai and the British involved signing of treaties, the first one in 1904 and the next in 1911. This recognized Lenana as a paramount chief and moved Maasai to semi-arid reserves to pave way for white settlers. The collaboration of the Maasai had a lot of effects, some of them lasting up to date, many years after independence. Some of them include the following: Lenana became a paramount chief of the Maasai in 1901. The Maasai were moved to reserves, namely Loita and Gong. They lost their land to the British. Other results are the Maasai's freedom was curtailed and were required to conduct their rituals within a specific area. There was a total disruption of the economy. The animals and foodstuffs that were looted from the Nandi, Agikuyu and the Luo was given to the Maasai. The Maasai were used as mercenaries against resisting communities such as the Nandi and Agikuyu. The Maasai migratory grazing habits were also curtailed. The Maasai lost their independence and their land was declared British protectorate. Mixed reaction refers to a situation where some people within a community collaborated while others resisted the colonialists. Some of the communities that offered mixed reaction include the Kamba, Agikuyu, and Luo. In today's lesson, we shall learn about the Akamba mixed reaction to British invasion and occupation. The Akamba community felt threatened by British interference of their activities and responded by resisting. Some of the causes of resistance were loss of independence after the establishment of the colonial rule, cutting down of the shrine tree, abuse of their culture, forced labor, and military expeditions. Initially, the Kamba turned against the British rule. They resisted the colonial rule in many ways. The resistance took the following course. They refused to sell goods to the company agents. The cutting of shrine tree made the prophetess to organize an attack at Masaku Fort. Following the attack, the company responded by burning and looting Akamba villages. In 1894, more attacks were mounted by the Akamba on the British. In response, the British attacked and defeated the Akamba. Realizing that the British were much stronger, the Akamba gave in and started collaborating. Collaboration means working, cooperating, or supporting a person in order to achieve certain objectives or goals. The Akamba collaborated because of the following reasons. They had been defeated many times by the British, hence many collaborated. Mwatu Wangoma was stopped from attacking Masaku Fort by John Henswahi, making him to collaborate. The famine of 1899 made Akamba people weak to effectively fight against the British. The ruthlessness with which the British attacked the Akamba scared many warriors. They wanted to get some benefits from the British, for example, clothes, beads, and cowrie shells. Some sections of the Akamba collaborated with the British through various ways, some of which included creating friendship with British administrators, selling food to the British, working for the British, making of covenants with the British, surrendering their land, and receiving gifts from the British such as clothes and guns.